Hi everyone, it's been a while. Been meaning to do a video regarding Bitcoin Cash, yeah, and a few other things that I wanted to bring up. But I've been very busy, and as you see, I'm driving out. So I thought I would just do the video in the car as I'm driving. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are very happy with Bitcoin's price, and I hope you're profiting from that. My recommendation is still to sell a little bit as it goes up, and I do believe at this point you might want to sell a little bit more to get some gains, because in the next few weeks I see it dropping a little bit. There's always Bitcoin's price trend is an upward trend, but there's always going to be these little dips as a correction in the price in the market. So I see one coming up. So if you sell a little bit now, you're not going to miss out. There will be a dip, and you can buy up a little bit more and hold for a little bit longer, and then continue to do that. So that's one thing I would recommend doing. Right now, I hold some, and I'm constantly selling a little bit to cover expenses and so on. I wanted to talk about Bitcoin Cash. I hope you guys got your Bitcoin Cash from your wallets. I use Mycelium, and I didn't necessarily look into how I would get the Bitcoin Cash out of that, but I did get the ones from Quadriga CX. As soon as the fork happened, I got the Bitcoin Cash, and it's good. A lot of people have been went on selling the Bitcoin Cash. A few bought, but I highly recommend that you hold on to it. It's still in the early stage where miners have to mine Bitcoin Cash and get it going. The hash rate for the network, I haven't really looked into it, or the difficulty, but it shouldn't be that huge. I would recommend holding onto it, because I see it going up as an alternative to Bitcoin 1 megabyte. Having 8 megabyte blocks is really good, and it will come in handy later on. Now the real test is if SegWit 2 point whatever fails. That will drive a shift towards Bitcoin Cash. That the whole point of SegWit 2 is to solve the backlog and to get basically bigger blocks, but without actually changing the block, increasing the block value of 1 megabyte, or size. Sorry, not value. So if Bitcoin Core can't get that going, or if they do try to roll it out and it fails, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, people will start using Bitcoin Cash, and this is where I see it going up like crazy. In the case that it does work, there is no guarantee of how well it will be, and I don't think it's going to be that great anyway, because it's not a solution to the problem, it's a band-aid fix. Let's just get that out of the way. That's just a fact. It's a band-aid fix, and later on they'll come in and say, "Oh, we got SegWit 3 point whatever," and try to roll that. It's just it's not gonna help. You need to increase the block size of Bitcoin. Now, this is why I recommend holding Bitcoin Cash. It will go up. There is no indication that it will go down and be worthless at all. It's the same Bitcoin, except it's just a bigger block size, and people will see value in that one very soon, I believe. So do hold on to them. If you've sold them, buy when the market there's a little dip. It's still affordable. It's like last I checked, it was like 400 Canadian or something like that. I see it rising very quickly and hopefully getting close to Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin's core Bitcoin price. So yeah, it's very possible. Now the other thing I want to discuss is the U.S. government's debt ceiling. The deadline, well, it's forecasted that by September 30th, the government will reach its debt ceiling. And that debt ceiling has been fixed during the Obama administration, so it cannot be actually increased. And since it cannot be increased, the government is running out of cash. So a lot of people are, including me, I'm expecting the government to shut down. Unless something happens, they go to war with North Korea, and that's where they can introduce emergency measures to completely get rid of the debt ceiling and fund the government somehow. And during that time, it would be turbulence, a lot of uncertainty. Markets will probably see a huge drop. Not probably, actually, it will. During war, it drops. What you will see is Bitcoin going up and gold and silver. So I still highly recommend buying and holding gold and silver. The thing is with those, the price will increase so fast, so high in such a scenario that it would make Bitcoin irrelevant in terms of pricing. If Bitcoin, well, sorry, I'll take that back. It will be probably on par. If not, yeah, it'll probably be on par. We could easily see Bitcoin, gold, and silver going up to 10 grand. That's how bad it can get. Right now we're in US dollars. What, we're 3,000 something. I have no reason to believe that it can't reach 10 grand. It just, I don't see why not. That would be a mass migration to gold, silver, and Bitcoin, and that is just that migration from the market, money being pulled and put there. It can happen. So I still highly recommend holding all four assets: Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, gold, and silver. Now I wanted to touch on Gold Money. A lot of you that have subscribed, signed up with them and started using their service are surprised that the referral program is gone. Well, Gold Money made some changes. They improved their services. They sent out emails to all their customers, so you must have missed it. They used to have Gold Money for personal, business, and wealth. So these are like three different things they offered, and now they've merged them. So it's just Gold Money Wealth. So with that, you can buy several precious metals and have them stored at all the different vaults you already have. Yeah, so when you signed up earlier, it was Gold Money Network system, and that will still be functional, but they removed the referral program and put that into the wealth new wealth account system, so wealth holding. And the way they did it is that when you refer somebody, now you will be able to gain, actually you'll be paid a commission from every sale that happens. So if your person you referred buys gold or silver or any precious metal with Gold Money, their new account, after it's verified, they get a small commission, which is pretty great, I think. So it's a better incentive to tell people about the company, in my opinion. I haven't put up my link just yet. I am going through a few things, and I'll be adding that up. However, I definitely suggest that you make the switch, and you can actually transfer your assets from after verifying your wealth holding account between the accounts, for your current one to the new one, and you will have access to the referral program. One thing to note is that the verification process for the wealth holding account is a little bit more I guess involved. Yeah, I had to send a lot of documentation by mail. Some reason I wasn't able to verify myself online through their system, but yeah. Anyway, Quadriga CX, still I highly recommend it. Excellent platform for trading. I like it that it's very simple. A lot of people like using Bitfinex, for example. I don't like that. Any trading platform where you can make bets, I don't like that, because it takes one person to drive the market up or down, really, by using a lot of money or Bitcoin to put shorts or bids and asks. They can either push the price of Bitcoin up or down. And there's one article I've read, and I've noticed down Bitfinex, I was like, why is there somebody putting bids or asks like with this ridiculous amount, and then pulling it out, and that's just triggering the price either to go down or up as they wish. And there was an article, I'll try to look that up and share it, that the author really dug into this, and they have reason to believe that it's either Bitfinex themselves trying to profit from this, it's possible, or somebody with a lot of money that wants to control the market on Bitfinex's platform. And same thing could happen with GDX. That's Coinbase's platform. So I like to stay away from that. On Quadriga TX, you don't have these options. Basically, it's like gambling, or it's simple trading that I like, and the price is a lot more stable when it's going up or down. You don't have these spikes necessarily. So I highly recommend it, and I'll always have my referral code. So you can use that and sign up. Yeah, it's that's really all I have to mention. So definitely continue to hold Bitcoin, and do not sell your Bitcoin Cash. Keep it, and make sure you're buying gold and silver. And have fun mining, guys.